Welcome everyone to another long overdue episode of the Short Box. I'm Russell, this is Dustin, who still can't answer, doesn't know a cue very well. We are here this week to talk about some of our recent pickups, and we're going to do a precap of Dragon Con, kind of what I'm looking for. I'll be going down there to Atlanta to enjoy all the festivities, and Dustin will be here keeping it real at the office, pretty much by himself. So anyway, no further ado, here's Dustin with this week's big pickups.
What's up, guys? So just wanted to go over a few that I picked up recently. The first three that I'm going to go over is one of my favorites that I picked up. It was a very limited print for the original Michael Turner Puddin' Pack Harley Quinn covers. You see, this one's got the original Harley Quinn where she's got the colored hair and she's de-hatted. So this is definitely one of the more valuable ones out of the set. This one right here is actually the regular cover. I think there was about a print of 5,000 of these, the regular color. And then we got the sketch cover, which also looks pretty awesome. Just got a really good Michael Turner feel to them, and he's definitely still putting out art even though he's long past. So in this week's retro review, I just want to go over a few of the original comics that I picked up, some first appearances, #1 issues, and some really cool covers that I really enjoy. So first we're going to start it off with the Avengers, number 144. This is the first appearance of Hellcat. I actually picked this up on one of the online deals. I found it at a really good price. It's about near mint to very fine condition. And it's a really good cover. It's got a lot of action going on. As you can see, you have some of the Avengers in here, but you also have Beast, and it really is just a nice looking cover from the retro age. And everybody knows this cover. It's one of the smaller keys, not a very big one, but it's definitely one to pick up as the #1 first appearance of She-Hulk in comics, her very own. What was that? It's not the first appearance. This is actually just the first solo. What would it be? Solo series. Yeah. But definitely a cool cover. You actually get to see She-Hulk at her finest in this cover. It's a white cover, so it's kind of hard to find in a really good condition. So this one actually came out to be pretty well. I got it for a great deal, and I'm really happy about this purchase. And we also have #1 of Iron Fist. I can't really afford the first appearance of Iron Fist, which is what, Marvel Premiere 15? 14. But I got the #1 issue for Iron Fist itself, which is still a pretty good find. You can see Iron Fist taking down the Iron Man, and it's just a really cool action cover. The best thing about Iron Fist and Luke Cage series is that they just always have great action covers.
Also, with the new series coming out on Netflix, that's going to be one of the ones you want to pick up if you have the chance.
That's true, yeah. It's going to be a really good show. I suggest you guys watch it. On what channel?
Netflix,
the Netflix channel. So, talking about Dragon Con, I actually picked up this at the local comic shop. Heroes aren't hard to find. It's definitely one of my favorites that I picked up. It's the first appearance of Nightwing. You can see him here on the new Teen Titans cover. It actually is, I got it for a great deal. The guys there treated me really well, and they actually hooked me this up for a pretty good deal. The condition is about an 8.0, a little bit under is what he said, but once I get it signed by George Perez, it's definitely going to be my highly sought after and really good grails of comics that I've collected. So it's going to be a great find whenever we get it signed as well. So I also picked up the SpiderMan number 136, 136. This is the first appearance of Harry Osbourne as the Goblin. It's definitely a cool looking cover. As you can see, Spider-Man's actually taking out the Green Goblin, and then you have, is that Peter Parker?
Peter. Yep.
Peter and Harry arguing right there. So you can actually see that there's still some conflict right there, so it's pretty cool to see. Yeah, definitely a good looking cover, and a great key issue to pick up. And we all know this one. It's the first appearance of Black Cat. This is issue 194. I got it also at Heroes Aren't Hard to Find. They've just been treating me really well this past couple weeks, and I was really happy to find this one. I've been looking for it for a while, and I actually bite the bullet, and I picked it up, and I'm really happy about this purchase. It's staying on my wall, and it's going to be a great comic for years to come. This one right here is actually Spider-Man 135. It comes right before the 136, which is the Harry Osborn Green Goblin. This is the second appearance of Punisher. It's also got a bunch of key characters that come in this comic, and it's definitely one of the more sought-after keys in the Amazing Spider-Man series. So yeah, that's it for my keys for this week. I'll hand it over to Russell.
All right, so we're going to talk about DragonCon a little bit. It's going to be a lot of fun for my wife and I. We'll be down there for 4 days. It's basically a big nerd party if you've never been, with some panels and such thrown in. We go down there to meet celebrities, and we have a great time doing it. Some of the past celebrities we've gotten a chance to meet were Adam Baldwin, who's Jane from Firefly. We've met several doctors. We've met Karen Gillian, which did not go as well as I would have liked last year. I got one of those froggy photos with her, and I looked like I was going to poop my pants. This year, not getting the photo, but I'm going to meet her at her table, so it'll be a lot better. So anyway, the people we're looking forward to seeing are Arthur Darvill, who played Rory in the 11th Doctor's time during Doctor Who, and Karen Gillian as well. Charlie Cox is going to be there, who's the main star of Daredevil, and that's going to be awesome. I'm going to get that, one of my Funkos, signed by him, hopefully. Elijah Dushku, who played Faith in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and many more of the big sci-fi stars. The Shat's going to be there. I'm not a big fan, but I know a lot of people are, so if you're a big William Shatner fan and you're in Atlanta, it's a good chance you'll get to meet him if you go to DragonCon. Some of the artists that I'm looking forward to, of course, he mentioned it earlier, George Perez will be there. We've met him in the past, and he's just a great guy. Very, very affordable sketches that he does. My wife got a Wonder Woman bust done, and it was $40. So I'm looking forward to hopefully having a headshot of Taskmaster made.
Nice.
Bringing that up, I'm going to take my first appearance of Taskmaster Avengers issue and have it signed. Also the second and third appearances. And fist bumps are free. Along with George Perez, Arthur Adams will be there. And Arthur Adams is the guy that made me love the X-Men. He did the covers for classic X-Men, and the first time I ever saw Wolverine was an Arthur Adams classic X-Men cover. And I couldn't buy the comic at the time, but I saw it through a window at a convenience store, and that made me fall in love with the X-Men from then on. So that's going to be a big deal for me. I've actually have that issue of classic X-Men that I'm going to hopefully get signed. So I'm really looking forward to that. And there'll be other artists. Babs Tarr will be there. I'm not a big fan, but I know a lot of the female comic fans are. She does the Batgirl series. And the list goes on, obviously. But if you're in Atlanta and you have the money to go, because it is expensive, you should definitely check out DragonCon. We will have some pictures and some phone video from the event. It'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll get to share some of that with you on our next episode.